the model boat building or shipbuilding. Thanks again for your remarks. I've had a few calls, so that's been really good. And please just like or share and subscribe, because the next project, of course, I'm going into doing the pilot boat, which I'll show you in a moment. I've got just some photos of them, and that's my next project. So it's always great to try and hear back, and then hopefully if I get enough subscribers we'll go live, and then we'll show you the process and of how we go ahead and build one of these. Now, since I spoke to you last, I've had fun doing the figurines. I think if you remember, that's the only thing I actually bought, with the little plastic figurines. I went out and got some artist paint brushes. Now they're not cheap, but they are great, and even for my hands, as I've said before, I've had a spinal injury, so I get very sore back, neck and shakes in the hands and some numbness, but I managed to do it alright. I think they come up alright. So that was fun. A long process, putting them all together, then painting them, then finding the position onto the ship, which I've now got them on. So the ship at this stage is finished, the structural side of it. I've still got the electronics to do. I did the fire extinguishers, which somebody gave me a great idea. I've used dowel, and I've carved the dowel, and I've used the old Shazliks again, but I've used the point, very fiddly, but I've used the point for the handle of the fire extinguisher, as you know, pull down, and for the hose I've used little very fine electrical wire. So I've painted those, drilled them in, put those in. So that's been a great task to do as well. Done a couple of life reels as well, put those in. So I'll show you the finished project. I will bath it, or what I call bathing it. It will sit in the bath water for probably a good day, because I want to make sure that I've got no leaks, etc. I have found very slight cracks into the keel. Of course, it's that old. It's opened up a little bit. So I've used a waterproof compound. Put that in where I could find any gaps whatsoever, and repainted it. Now with this model, looking on here, it probably looks shiny, looks great, but it's not an actual model that's going to sit on a pedestal. It's a working model. So I don't want it to look shiny, I don't want it to look absolutely perfect. It's a working model that I don't mind if it's got scratches or dents in it, that's fine, because it's a ship, it's a working ship. So I've left quite a few things that I thought, no, look, I could sand that back, I can sit there for another 2 days just sanding and filling and doing everything else, but I don't want that. I want it to look like it's been around for a while, and unfortunately it really doesn't at the moment, but once it's out in the weather, it should be okay. I showed you last time all the lights, so they're all working now, all the electrical systems done. I've only got to try and get hold of my supplier. I've sent emails. I don't know if they're still working because of the coronavirus situation, and a lot of places are closed down, so I'm hoping that they're working online through the internet. So that was my next plan, is to get the circuit board, the receiver, battery, everything else in the working module for the motor, and I'm thinking about putting another new motor in there, taking that one out because that's going to be too fast. It's got quite a large prop, but I think it's still going to be a little bit too fast. I don't want it fast. That's the whole idea of it. The next model I'm doing, which I will show you, is going to be very fast. It's a pilot boat, and that's got two two props, left and right prop. Always think if you're going to build a ship or boat, and you're going to put twin engines in, twin motors, the right prop is different obviously to the left. You can't put two props exactly the same, otherwise it just goes around in circles. I'm not going to get into that, but that's what happens. So anyway, I'll quickly show you what we've done over here. And what we've done now is that we've put the working guys on down here. We've got one up here, one up on the gangway, the centre gangway, and we've got an officer down here. Obviously you can see by the uniform, different colours, different hat. And what we've done is, you'll see the fire extinguishers. There's one little fire extinguisher down here, and we've got one up near the bow. Now of course we could have fire reels, so I'm not going to go into those. Don't want to get too technical. Another one there, and there's our captain sitting up there with the binoculars. So, and I've named the Captain Ward after my brother-in-law. He always wanted to be a sailor. So anyway, there's the two life reels, that two on each side, two on the starboard and two on the port. There's the small ropes that I was talking about. It looks like ropes on here, but I've just done them a little bit different in the colour, just so they stand out. So they're the two life reels. More extinguishers here. The aft, I've put a high voltage warning, which it's not high voltage. I eventually will put another battery pack in there, a second battery pack, and I'm hoping that we'll use for the radar. I'm thinking about doing it totally separate so it doesn't run the other batteries down. Right, another one here on the stern, another fire extinguisher. So that's now the working model. We're all ready to go for the electronic gear. I think it's come up quite well, but yeah, just the finishing touches. And Ward the sailor, the captain up there, and I'll change this eventually. Up on the top mast we'll put a I want to put a swivel, an operational radar, and I'll probably put another one on here, a larger one, these spinning radar, so that they're moving all the time once it's on, and it's not using the main power batteries for the circuit breaker and for the receiver and everything else. So I hate the thing to get stuck out there. So that's what she looks like at the moment, and as you can see by just this little guy here, I try to do as many colours as I can. I've done the greeny type of overall, yellow life jackets, white helmets, whereas this one's got he's got a beanie on. So just little things like that I've just tried to change. I've also got another one of course on the other side. We're standing on the other side, and there's the other life reels there. So there she is, all ready to go. And like we were saying, and we'll keep it nice and short, the pilot boat is there. Yeah, it's a British pilot boat. I'd like to do the one here, but even with this keel, that's not a bad shaped keel, but with the boats over in here, with the pilot boats, it's like a double keel. It will be very hard to design and carve. It's practically, you got to do the two hulls, and the ones over here has then got another split keel which fits in and underneath, and they're a longer bow, very pointy bow. So I thought I'll try this one first, see how that one goes, because as you can see, this is a kit form picture that I've got online. So you can see it's very basic. This will be very easy to what I've just built. And again, I'll get all these working. I've got all the lights for here. I've got some spare lights from other bits and pieces. The windows again will be a little bit hard. I'll have to get some perspex for here, but cutting the shapes going to be very, very tricky. I've also got already the main light, but we'll see how that goes. But that's the next task once I get this one. Alright, so again, stay safe, do the right thing. I know we have problems. I'm on the Mornington Peninsula in Victoria, Australia, and we know there's a lot of people down here not doing the right thing. Please, do the right thing. Stay home, don't come down here. There's nothing else to see. Stay in your own area and look after your own family, because we've had some problems down here yesterday. When the sun comes out, they're like flies on a piece of butter. They love it down here. So all the beaches are now closed. We've made sure of that. So anyway, the main thing is stay safe. Look after number one, and look after your family if you're on your own. Make sure you keep in contact with someone, or get in contact with somebody like me. Alright, and give us some ideas. I'd love to see what you're up to. Alright, so all the best. God bless. Subscribe, like, share, do whatever you like. Can't wait to hear from you again. Okay, all the best. Like a Hellcat.